This is like the first time I'll ever be recording one of these videos, like back to back with another one. I still have some appetite after the video I just recorded because it wasn't great, and I figured it would be enough of a little bit of appetite to do this minimal eating video because, you know, when you're testing different flavors and you know you won't like some of them, there won't be a lot of eating. So, and I've been procrastinating. I have been indeed procrastinating getting this video done for a bit. You would not believe how long I just spent like not organizing, but like scooting these things back and forth to satisfy my brain. Somebody wanted a Pringle themed video, because I did one back in the day. I think I decided that I would try different Pringle flavors. Some I have tried, some I haven't. You know, taste testing, whatever you want to call this. I don't know. There is a particular organization here, I think. This side over here, the left side, the left half of these. So alright, let's just run through the flavors. Barbecue flavored Pringles, dill pickle flavored Pringles, sharp white cheddar flavored Pringles, honey mustard flavored Pringles, cheddar sour cream Pringles, pizza Pringles, sour cream and onion Pringles, and the original Pringles over there on the side. The barbecue dill pickle, sharp white cheddar, and honey mustard I have never tried before. Cheddar and sour cream, I don't believe I've tried the cheddar and sour cream before either, but I do eat cheddar and sour cream ruffles. I like that flavor. The pizza Pringles I've tried once. I have my opinion on them, but when I try them again here, we'll see if my opinion differs. The sour cream and onion Pringles are my absolute favorite Pringle. By a margin, by a considerable margin, I should say. And the original Pringles are, you know, original good classics, and they're pretty solid, and I like them. And I may or may not have already eaten 80% of that container after I bought these because I procrastinated a long time and I needed a snack one day. So that container's like damn near empty. So, whoops. We're gonna go in some type of order here. I don't know how to structure this video. We're kind of just doing shit. We're just gonna go through it, and we're saving the dill pickle for last because that one is probably gonna make me want to die or something. So we will see what happens. Let's see how I come up with how to do this video. Fresh can of Diet Coke back here behind the Pringle cans to pour out into this cup so that I have Diet Coke here to restore my taste buds from any damage they may sustain from some of these iffy flavors. Nice. I believe the way I would like to begin is with a couple of the original Pringle flavors so we can all remember, and by we, I mean me because you can't taste them. I can remember the baseline of the Pringles as I go through and compare different flavors here. Yeah, I probably won't eat even, this is like what, 4 of them right there. I probably won't even eat that many of any of these other flavors, to be honest, because I don't know if I'll like them and whatnot, but I'm just gonna have to take this video for what it is if there's not too much eating. Sorry about that. Come here, you. Whoa. first thought is, same as always, it tastes good and it just tastes like salt. That kind of tasted like very specifically like McDonald's fries kind of salt. I know salt is salt, but now that I think about it, that kind of just tastes like a McDonald's fry. Aside from the fact that it's like crunchy, because McDonald's fries are never crunchy, they're just soggy dog shit slop. But it is just a straight up good salt flavor, to be honest. Those are definitely my mom's favorite flavor as well. Good start. There's literally only barely any left in there now. I really did eat almost the entire can when I bought these. It's been a couple weeks since I picked them up. Never really felt like doing the video. This is probably why it's not a great video. Anyway, alright. The next flavor that I've picked up or chosen, sour cream and onion Pringle. My consensus favorite. Although I will say that there are times where I think I'll explain it after I eat some. Wow, that was a strong one. Goodness, that is a strong batch of those today. What I was just going to say was that the sour cream and onion Pringles are very flavorful. They have a lot of the salt and a lot of the flavoring on them. And even though I do prefer that flavor, I think that sometimes it's nice to have the original flavor because you still get the saltiness, but it is not as intense of a flavor, and it is not as strong of a taste, because that I'm not gonna lie, that sour cream and onion one, that just hit like a truck. I mean, wow, that was good. If I still have any appetite left at the end of the video, probably eat a few more of those, but I'm banking on that dill pickle one to knock me out for the day, I'm not gonna lie. I should have been incorporating some tapping in this process from the start. Wait, I took the white one away and the entire lighting scheme just completely shifted. Everything dims down from the white. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. It seems like things get a bit brighter when the white one is not around. That thing is happening again where I'm recording a video that I don't like, and then it's 3:30 in the morning, by the way, where I'm recording a video I don't like, and then there's noises upstairs getting in the way of me just getting through it. This is a bad video. I'm just trying to tap on this thing and it's just noises, dude. It's so annoying. Not worth doing this video. Anyways, I put out 2 of the pizza Pringles here. Let me dig on into these real quick. It's been a while since I've had these, maybe like a year or 2. Okay, a bit more, maybe around like 2, yeah. So, it's pretty similar to what I remember when it first is in your mouth. It's a strong, cheesy kind of taste, like a sharp, very strong, cheesy taste. as you crunch through it and swallow it, it's the taste when you swallow it, or it's the taste that is left over that is just like straight up like pizza sauce. And I've said this a couple times in my videos the last few weeks. I've brought it up like 4 times. I'm not a big pizza sauce fan. Like, on its own, at least. Like, in a good mix, in a good proportion, it's fine. I don't care. On its own, it's a bit too much, and I don't really love it. And that's what I remember from these, is even though they're pizza flavored and you can taste the cheese in there, the sauce part of the taste is a little bit too independent. And the aftertaste is kind of there too, and I don't love it. I really don't love these creaks going on upstairs. You motherfucker, go to bed. What are you doing? If you've never tried these before, you can see on the inside, like, look at all the red powder that's like all over. I'm assuming that's, you know, pizza sauce flavoring. It is a pretty heavy flavor. It is a pretty strong taste. Alright, the cheddar and sour cream flavor is up next. I first got into that kind of flavor. I used to think it would be terrible. I never gave it a try. When I was in college, I gave it a go, and it became a massive part of my diet, because I didn't like going to the dining hall because I hated my life in college. I ate chips all day. Actually, I ate sour cream and onion Pringles, and then the cheddar and sour cream ruffle chips. That was like an immense amount of what I would eat on a regular basis. I was really skinny back then. Anyway, I really do like that flavor. Even though I can sit there and be like, yeah, this tastes terrible, it also is like, yeah, it tastes great. It's a weird mix. I don't understand it, but I can understand why people might hate it when I taste it. Grabbing the first chip here. So it does taste similar. I have not tried these before, I don't believe. I don't remember if I said that or if I said I thought I have, but no, it does taste similar, although it kind of like takes a second for it to hit. It's like I taste the cheddar part first, and then a few seconds later, the other sour cream part. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I've never actually had sour cream on its own, so I don't know how much of that taste is sour cream. But it's kind of like, you know, when I eat the sour cream and onion, I've never had sour cream, and I don't really eat onions, so I don't really know what I'm tasting. It kind of just tastes like something else, but I can taste the taste. It's just, it doesn't feel, this might be a very deep taste analysis for a chip. It doesn't feel like the taste is as unionized or as together. It's like, it's similar to what I said about the pizza one, where it's cheese taste first and then pizza sauce taste after. A little bit odd, I think. It is good though. It's definitely not bad, but it definitely also, though, even though it does have a strong flavor, it doesn't quite hit the same taste desire in my mouth that the actual cheddar and sour cream ruffle chips do. Like, even, like, I would say that this flavor in general, maybe it's just the salt, is very strong, but it just doesn't have the right balance of the two flavors, maybe, or just all around the flavor itself is not as good as the regular chips, but it is a bit of a stronger flavor in general. Like, I think eating one of these chips makes me thirstier than one of the other chips, but that's a salt thing more than a flavor thing, I guess, right? although I don't really, if that makes any sense. There's a difference in the taste and the itch that it scratches in my mouth. Is that valid? Is that valid? I have decided that we are taking a quick intermission from the taste testing portion to eat the remainder of the original Pringles, which I have poured out onto the table here, and then I will make some tapping sounds with the can as the intermission, so that this video will at least have some real ASMR in it and not just me talking bullshit the entire time. Yeah, and a little bit more eating sounds. That difference. It's pretty subtle when I do it with this, but I kind of like the tinny sound that comes with the tapping, but I feel like that might not be great for a lot of people. Is over. Next up, I'm choosing the sharp white cheddar Pringles. My first thought that comes to mind before I try these is I do like white cheddar Cheez-Its. I do. I don't eat them that often. It's a kind of it's a random kind of taste. you know, you get the itch for it. Either you want it or you don't. We'll see how these taste in comparison, and this one is sharp white cheddar, so it might be a bit stronger, a bit more of an oomph to it. Let's see. So the first one, it is pretty strong, but not that strong. I would say it's a strong flavor, but it doesn't really kick that much. It does taste like white cheddar, of course. I think I ate like 5 right there. The first one hit really hard, but then as I kept going, the next few did not hit the same. Like, not like in a bad way. Not like in a bad way, it just kind of seemed like, it seemed like the flavor just wasn't as impactful, I suppose, or maybe, you know, I just adjusted that quickly in my mouth. They're definitely good. It does, like, I'd say the Cheez-Its, the white cheddar Cheez-Its are definitely better. What is this stupid? Anyway, they're not bad, but they're not great. I haven't been big on the white cheddar Cheez-Its in a while, haven't really had the taste for them. I did like the, extra cheesy, regular flavor Cheez-Its with the extra cheese or whatever they're called. Those were really good to me a couple months ago. I got pretty addicted to those. Pretty strong flavor as well. Pretty sharp, I guess you could say. I definitely don't hate those. After like the first few, it kind of just like, it just tastes like a different kind of cheese that I'm just not really a fan of. I don't really, like, it's not bad, but it's kind of like it's missing something, I guess, maybe, or like, combined with the saltiness, or just whatever. But it's not bad. I've opted to go for the barbecue flavor next. I'm getting kind of scared of those ones. First of all, when I opened this, something like flew into my eye. Second of all, I don't know why I like, okay, because I like barbecue chips, right? Like Lay's barbecue chips, I like that. I don't like barbecue sauce. I don't like barbecue other items of food. And when I bought these, I kind of thought maybe I wouldn't like them because I don't like other barbecue items of food. And then I just remembered, dude, it's literally just a chip. You should be fine. So I don't know if I'll like these or not. Let's see how they do their barbecue chips compared to the other chips that I like that are also of the barbecue variety. I'm trying to grab one at a time here. Come on. So when I think of barbecue chips, like the Lay's barbecue chips, I think about, they taste sweet, right? Like barbecue kind of tastes sweet in certain quantities, but it also tastes like, well, I don't say tastes, but like the sweetness of the barbecue chips. You eat a lot of it and it kind of becomes like spicy. Not like spicy, like at least with the chips, but like there's a bit of tang in there, you know? It kind of hits your tongue a little bit different. This has the sweetness. It regular barbecue chips, I'd say. I wonder how they, like, what is the process for Pringles? Because the sour cream and onion ones are definitely like a ramped up version of regular sour cream and onion chips. These, I feel like, are dumbed down. Something like that. Again, they're not bad, but I have a hard time seeing a world where I would ever really want to consume these regularly when regular barbecue chips are, in my opinion, much superior to these. It's weird that I enjoy barbecue chips, but I don't enjoy other barbecue-esque things. Got another can of Diet Coke here, fresh out of the refrigerator, for these two flavors that I think will be absolutely disgusting. We're starting with the honey mustard here. I only put one of the chips out because I don't think I'm gonna want many more. I just got a very brief whiff of what they smell like. Disgusting. Not my thing. Not even a little bit. Fuck it, we ball. Cheers. I don't want to eat this. I don't eat mustard, okay? I don't like mustard. Never liked mustard. Don't eat it. Haven't had it in God knows how long. If ever. All I could picture in my mouth when that was in my mouth was mustard being in my mouth, and it made me feel sick for a second. Look, the flavor itself wasn't like devastatingly bad, but I don't like it at all. And if I'm being honest, like the bad part, it started off bad, and then it kind of faded away, and then it kind of just tasted like a default Pringle again. But again, all I'm seeing in my head is mustard in my mouth, and I don't like mustard, and it made me feel like I was gonna... It made me feel pretty fucked up inside for a minute there. Like my brain is not wired to eat that stuff. Which now is raising quite a concern in my head for what the fuck is gonna happen with these bad boys over here. Cause I hate pickles. Everybody knows I hate pickles. I hate when they put pickles on my burger. I hate when they put pickles next to my grilled cheese and fries from a Coney Island because the pickle juice gets on my grilled cheese and fries and then they taste like pickles. This is gonna be bad. Alright, before I even get close to opening this, I want to preface this before anybody judges me. There's one thing I really do not fuck about in there is one thing, if there is one thing I do not fuck around about in this world, that I do not like fucking eating things that I don't like. And when someone says like, oh, just try it, motherfucker, I said no. You know what I mean? I take that shit serious. I don't fuck around with people wanting to put stuff. Look, man. Look, I don't fuck around with the idea of people trying to like tell you that you're supposed to like to eat something, or you know, like if I don't fucking like something, I don't fucking like it. Calling people like, you know, I'm gonna open this. I'm these chips. I'm gonna take like half of a bite of it because I'm pussy and because I know it's not gonna be good. I don't want anybody complaining about me only taking half a bite of one because I don't fucking like that shit, and you're not telling me what to put in my mouth because I know I don't like that shit, but I'm just doing it for the vibes of the video. The vibes of this video just got very aggressive, do you understand? Yeah, I think we're just gonna rip the band-aid off here. I wasn't as worried about these until I just tried the honey mustard ones and felt how my body reacted to those. This has got to be 10 times worse. Like, big time. I took the chip out and I crushed it. I will eat one tiny piece of it. If this is underwhelming to you, I don't care. I don't care. That is pickle. All right. That is pickle. I think we're okay. It was very mild. But I'm not being serious when I say this. It's giving me flashbacks to times where it was on my burger at McDonald's when I didn't want it to be. It's giving me like flashbacks to like the times that I've eaten it before on accident or taken a bite out of it from a burger as a kid. Oh. Oh. It's not. Look, it's a bad flavor. It's pretty straight up pickle. It's just straight pickle. It's just straight pickle. It's not like it's subtle. Out of all these flavors that I've eaten, that has got to be one of like the least concentrated ones out of the entire bundle. I'm just glad it didn't make me like throw up or something. I'm sorry that was like brief, but that's just fucking awful. Goddamn awful. I hate pickles, man. That was luckily not very intense because it was just 1/3 of a chip. But I still felt like the flashbacks, and I still felt the entire spectrum of the pickle that I recall tasting from time to time in the past. I don't know how you motherfuckers be liking that shit, bro. Alright, I'm gonna rank these in the order in which I enjoy them. Starting from the best. I already went over this though. We know the best is the sour cream and onion, in my opinion. I would say the next best is definitely the original flavor. The original flavored Pringles. Definitely those. The third best, I would say it is between these two flavors, the barbecue and the cheddar and sour cream. I like both of these flavors outside of Pringles. Like, I like the barbecue chips and I like sour cream and cheddar chips. Those are two of my favorite snacks to have these days. I like how the camera keeps changing colors because of all these other colors. But if I had to pick one of these two to eat regularly, gosh, this is actually kind of tough to pick. I think I would pick the barbecue one over the sour cream and cheddar, only because, you know, like I mentioned with the flavors, the flavor of the cheddar and sour cream did not feel as, you know, all together as the actual cheddar and sour cream chips do, and the barbecue ones tasted a bit more like their counterpart. Like I said, the sweetness was there, the spicy, tangy part of it wasn't, but I don't think that's an integral part of the barbecue. I think this one tastes more similar to what I like than the variety of that one. This one is just a notch below. I would say 5th place. I guess it's technically between the pizza ones and the sharp white cheddar ones. I think I would have to say the sharp white cheddar actually is 5th place. I think that makes the most sense. Like I said, you know, I did eat a couple of these, or was it the other one I did? No, I ate a couple of these ones, I think, right? and the flavor was okay. It didn't, it just nothing spectacular, nothing terrible. I think it's a cheese flavor that I am not a huge fan of versus a pizza sauce flavor that I'm not a huge fan of. And I'll take and again, they both taste like cheese at the start, but then the sauce kind of takes over here, and this one, it kind of just dies off. The cheese flavor does. I'm a bigger fan of just some plain old cheese flavor versus the pizza sauce half of this flavor. If this could retain its flavor a little bit longer, maybe I would enjoy it a little bit more. Now, for the 7th and 8th place, between these two dumbass flavors, I fully expected to think that the pickles were the worst of it. I'm gonna have to say the pickles were not the worst flavor here, and that the honey mustard is actually my least favorite of this batch. That is mostly based on how my body reacted to it. Now, I did eat an entire honey mustard chip versus a whole dill pickle chip. I did eat a whole honey mustard chip and not a whole dill pickle chip. But, I think I could tell that even if I ate the whole dill pickle chip, the flavor was just straight up not as intense. And my body did not react as harshly to it. The honey mustard was just bad. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't taste any honey in there. Just the mustard, I think. And it was just bad. And the dill pickle, it's not good either. It's just, maybe it's because I'm a bit more used to it because I've had pickle before, even though I know I hate it. But I think that is my final list there. I wish this wasn't so off-center, but I'm gonna stop trying to organize these things. So, in order, the best Pringles flavor, sour cream and onion. Second best, original Pringle. Third best, barbecue Pringle. Fourth best, cheddar and sour cream. Fifth best, sharp white cheddar. Sixth best, pizza. And then you take a massive step down, dill pickle at 7th, and honey mustard at 8th. I think that's valid tier list order there. Sorry, there was not a lot of eating in this video. I just ate before I did this video, and a lot of these flavors are not that great. Also, so I mean, obviously I don't like a lot of these. I'm probably not going to eat many of these after this video. I don't like wasting food. I'm going to keep whatever I don't eat out of these, I'm going to keep them in like a bag, and whenever I go out in my car, I'll keep it with me, because there's this homeless guy that like sits at the corner, or like at this intersection, this prominent intersection nearby, and I'll try to safely toss it to him if I see him around there anytime, and he can have these. I've given him some stuff before in the last few years when he's around there, so I can assure you these chips will not all go to waste or something like that, even though the two on the right side there definitely deserve to go to waste. This shit is fucking ass. Alright, different kind of video, weird kind of video. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Cheers. I just tried washing my mouth out with Diet Coke. I need to go brush my teeth. Goodbye, 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 goodbye,